Ago. So welcome to my channel. My name is ONYAMEKESEKOMFO ADEPA. I'm a shaman from Ghana, the center of the world. My being that I venerate is Onyamekese. Onyamekese is in different forms. He has his own cabinet and all of that. You can call him Fofiesika. Yes. Eno abena epo abena. Yes. As I say efua. Yeah, as I say, Inyamekese is in different forms. It has a whole cabinet, Ubia or Shemu San. It's a whole something. I guess I would have to do a full video to talk about the branches and facets and all of that of Onyamekese. So, an Okomfo, I've already explained to you that an Okomfo is a medium, a person that energies do possess, which is different from a Bosomfo and all of that. I'll do an extensive video on that, but today's message is about caution to take for the upcoming Akwasi Day. Yesterday, Nananum spoke to me, I learned, and they touched on some cautions you have to take for the upcoming Akwasi Day. So I'll take the opportunity to explain what Akwasi Day is. Akwasi Day is an Akan day for rest. So there are different. We have the Wuku Day, Akwasi Day, the Fufie. There are different kinds of Adai. These are days that our ancestors, they went to war, they rested. So we use these days to venerate our ancestors. We use it to feed our stools, our backgrounds and all of that. And I know that we are in an age where, we are all trying to get back to do these things. In fact, I personally have done a video encouraging people of Akan roots to observe these protocols so that you go back to your roots, to go and feed the stools and all of that. Nananam spoke to me yesterday about some cautions which we all have to take when we want to embark on these journeys. And not just limiting it to this Akwasi Day, but it came in line with this Akwasi Day. Spiritual journeys are very spiritual, and you must attach all the necessary cautions to it. You don't just get up and you're going on a spiritual tour. No, it doesn't work that way. So on the physical realm, then you might want to look at, let me fix my camera a little bit. It's this way. Yes, thank you. On the physical realm, you want to look at the safety protocols to consider. Generally, if you want to go on a tour, you don't just look at a video and you want to go. No, you have to check who is taking you. You need to get a tour guide and a tour operator. Don't just move from one location. No, find out. Liaise with the tour operator. So in our case, we work with Dodi Travel and Tours. You get in touch with them and they book all your reservations and all of that. Then you need a tour guide. A tour guide is somebody who takes you through this, all of that. There are different kinds of tour guides. There are some people who are general tour guides who, if you want to go to this location, they can take you. There are also spiritual tour guides. Now, if I would have my way for spiritual tours, I would recommend that you use spiritual tour guides. Why do I say that? Because going on a spiritual journey is like getting into a whole different terrain and all of that. So given that you have a tour guide who is into spiritual tourism, then you're safe. If you don't, also you have to look out for these things. So going to a location, maybe later on I might do a video about some things you need to do as a guide who wants to go into spiritual tourism. I'll do that, but that's not what we are talking about today. Today I'm talking about generally the cautions to take. My dear, today put it in your head. Every spiritual place you go to has an energy or a being behind the place. That is the first thing you need to go to. Just as in every country, you don't just go. It has its landlords, it has its president, it has everything. It's the same with every spiritual grounds you go to. My space here is the main landlord is Onyamekese. And then aside of Onyamekese, I have the Fufi, I have different other energies that work with Onyamekese. So when you come into my space, you are in Onyamekese's terrain. You whatever you bring here has to succumb to what Onyamekese permits. If you come here and then I notice that you are not of or you are on the way, that just that within 30 minutes I will get you out of here. So I don't bring in different energies that do not align with it. The same way as you're going to other places, different energies possess different places. And mind you, we all know that everything has its good and bad side, everything has its positive energy, and everything has its negative energy. And so understand exactly where it is you are going. Okay, we want to go and feed our stools and this and this. Have a pre-knowledge about these things before you go. Oh, I just want to go and then do divination. I just want to understand exactly what you're going for. I say this to an experience I had personally. In January, I went to a place for a spiritual tour. They too said they were doing a there. We were there for about 1 week. Now, when we went there's so many things they did that were so wrong for my spirit. I'm not speaking for anybody, for my spirit. There's so many things I observed that were wrong and all of that. In fact, one particular one, which I always think about, it sends chills to my spine, like anytime I think about it, was when a jug of dead snakes, or maybe live snakes, I don't know what it was, whether they were dead or they looked dead, in a jug with alcohol and other things and all of that were in a jug, and and then it was like a snake portion. We're giving that, okay, you drink a tot of it, incisions are done on your body as initiations, and if you have an accident, you just need to mention a name and the name will save you from that accident, all of that. And instinctively I just asked them, I'm like, okay, after I've done all of this, what am I supposed to give back? Because like you yourself said, as the lead said, you are initiated into what am I initiated? I ask this because personally I have a lot of snake energies around me, and so I'm very cautious about this. Aside the fact that I have snake energies around me, I've been into this thing for long, and I know that no deity or energy offers protection or anything for free. No, there are rituals that will show you that you have to do, okay, after you do this, make sure that you put you put eggs. See, I'll show you something. This is one of the offerings. Have you seen that there is egg in here? It's for the snake energies around me. That's why on my altar I have offering of bread, I have granules, these things. This is for the nkwetia around me. Bread. So all of these things, they are very significant. So it's as you're going to places, one, you yourself, if I have my own way, I would say that before you go for any spiritual tour, you should know which energy aligns with you. Where you are going, the energy in charge there. Is a funny thing that we talk about, but it's so true. Where you're going, which energy is there? What is the energy behind what they do? That's a question a lot of people don't ask themselves, because trust me, when it comes to spiritual covenants, it doesn't need third-party agreement. Let me explain that statement to you. Given that here, I'm in covenant with Onyamekese that anybody who steps in here, do so and so and so and so to the person. When I do this and I offer my offerings and all of that, I've covenanted the place. So when you step into the ground, by virtue of you coming into the ground, it affects you one way or the other. You are affected. So for instance, a lot of times in the compound, I'll sprinkle cereals and a lot of things, and then I'll say that if we like those birds or let them come and feed. As they come and feed, let everybody who steps into the ground be fed. I throw coins into the compound and I say that let this be fertile grounds and all of that. Let them say every time I am purifying the space, I'm like, let this be a place of healing. And so you can come into my compound at the temple, feeling sick, whatever, you will leave revived. because there are a lot of people come around me today. Somebody visited was like, "Ah, this one that she get angry." It's not like I don't get angry. I do get angry, but the things I do around me make sure that all the time I'm in high spirit. I cry for 2 seconds and I laugh for 3 hours. That is me, because of the things I do around me. Same way that places you go, nobody has beaten you. In fact, this particular place that I'm talking about, by the time I was there for one, I was crying. It was as if I was being beaten or something like that for like the 1 week I was there. So that by the time we finished on the Sunday, I couldn't even wait to pack some stuff. I had to run out of the place because of the energy that was there. Yes, I had some good things there, some things that were negative for me. So you want to look out for these things so that you don't come back home contaminated. But also, you need to understand exactly what it is you want to do. Do you want to feed your background? Which one are you feeding? Are you feeding your background deities? Are you feeding your background stools? Are you feeding what? Are you going to feed your cra? Are you going to call your cra? Are you going what do you really want to do? You need to see before you engage in any spiritual tour, any spiritual exercise. My dear, unto faith you add goodness, unto goodness you add knowledge. Add knowledge. Add knowledge to whatever you have a conviction about. You need to really define what this quest is. What are you returning back to? So there are lots of times people say, oh, let's return back to African spirituality, let's return back to Nanano. What it is are you returning back to? You need to understand these things, because between the church and the shrine, my dear, it's not different. It's the same. The difference is the branding, because either way there is energy. So let's say the church will say the spirit behind it is Holy Spirit, Yahweh, or Jesus Christ. Then I also will say that the spirit behind my temple, my shrine, is ONYAMEKESEKOMFO. Either way, spirit is spirit. So we are both agreeing that there is a spirit behind it. It will tell you church is religion, and then temple or Nananwe is spirituality. Today I'll show you that it's just English that you don't understand. Now, when we say religion is a way that people try to connect with God. People try to do things in a way that, okay, they want to do this to connect with that particular God. And so, okay, if you do things religiously, if you every day I'm being religious, so it's also religion. Spirituality is spirit plus ritual. Okay, so if you acknowledge that, okay, I have Odum Ankoma, and then I'm pouring libation as a ritual into me, a spiritual, you are doing something the same way. If the church person also, goes to church and believes in Jesus Christ, and be in the spirit of communion, post communion, and drink, that person is also being spiritual. So from both angles, they're all being spiritual. I think I'll do a full video talking about the similarities and from the differences between church and shrine. It will wash a lot of things off your face, and then you will really see that, oh, Charlie, the same people. Because see, one day I was surprised that somebody came to me and the person was asking me that, oh, and so this is your gift, how do you intend to brand it? Are we going to do it like a temple, a shrine, or are we going to do it in the pastoral way, a church way? Because I've been to like no less than 3 Bible schools, so I know the Bible like I can preach. I'm sure there are videos of me where I've been preaching before and all of that. And I told them, no, I don't want to I don't want to fake anything. I don't want to cover anything. So there is no difference between the church and the shrine and the mosque, because either way, the spirit behind it is branding. That's just another conversation to have. So you want to be careful exactly what it is you're going there to do. And last but not least, on the cautions to take, once you define exactly what it is you're going, be careful that you're not scammed. Please be careful that you are not scammed, because the scammers are no longer only in churches, they are also in an African shrine and temples. Yes, people are being scammed. They will tell you, oh, they are coming to install energy for you. They're coming to call your soul. They are coming. Not that all of these things are not doable. And of course, I cannot quantify how much it should be charged, but please apply your common sense, okay? And just know when you're being scammed. I mean, if you're being scammed, you're being scammed. We're in Ghana where somebody said, oh, my and I felt like, why would anybody go and attack my superstar? She's just a businesswoman. She's just smart. And you chose to be dumb and you take her anyway. I mean, she's one of my favorites. Everybody knows that. I love Agrada. She's amazing. I don't support something she do, but I love her spirit, her sense of, surviving all the mental bullets and all of that. I love her persona. If most people had, her go-get will, I'm sure that we wouldn't all be over. I just don't like some things she does, taking advantage of people or doing this. She's also doing her business, but she's not the main focus today. So you want to be certain that you're not scammed. And I told you I was going to bring you Mother's Day. I'll do it in another video. I don't want this to be too lengthy. I'll do a video from Mother Earth. And the fact that the Thursdays are for necromancy, I'll shift it so that the video can be short enough for you to watch. And if you need anything, just get in touch. My numbers are on the screen. I have a temple where we are at Gold City. We do rituals, we do rites, we do several stuff. Get in touch. We can liaise with Dodgy Travel and Tour and other tour operators to coordinate a tour for you. And yes, we're open for donations, and you can donate in just in case you want to support the movement and all of that. Get in touch. So peace out. Love you.